You know what? After those last two movies, I will happily take this movie. By far. Jurassic World Rebirth is a brand new 2025 sci-fi action film directed by Gareth Edwards, and it stars Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey. And I had literally no excitement for this movie. I do enjoy Jurassic Park 3. I even like Jurassic World. Jurassic Park The Lost World, I can get why it has a fan base. It's just not for me. But I absolutely despised Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. So going into this movie, I had absolutely no hope for it. I do like Gareth Edwards. So I was hoping maybe he'll bring something to this franchise that we've never seen before. Unfortunately, it is a lot of same stuff, but you know what? Damn it, I had fun. So let's go ahead and start this review off with the good. And I like our cast here. Scarlett Johansson leads our cast here. I think she's really good. She's a really enjoyable protagonist. She's kind of just playing her Scarlett Johansson Black Widow type character, but damn it, I did like her in the movie, so she was fun to have as our new protagonist. Mahershala Ali as well. I'm a big fan of this guy. He's a really fun actor. And he's probably my favorite character in this movie. He's very fun, he's very charming, very charismatic. And I really enjoyed the chemistry between him and Scarlett Johansson. You can buy that these two characters have been friends for quite some time. So I did enjoy that. Jonathan Bailey as well. Really enjoyed his character. He's kind of the scientist that's being dragged along to this operation. I enjoyed that dynamic. I enjoyed him. He could have very easily been just an annoying, cowardly nerd the entire time, but he was actually a really fun character to follow. I enjoyed him. He's got great chemistry with Scarlett Johansson as well. I really enjoyed the moments between them where he slowly gets across to her of maybe this is what we should be doing instead of what we're actually doing. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed him. Fun character. Now the plot here, again, it's nothing we haven't seen before in this franchise or even in other movies, but I did enjoy the plot for what it was. You got Scarlett Johansson. She's the leader of this team of mercenaries who are hired by a pharmaceutical company to collect dino DNA so that they can use the DNA to concoct a cure for heart disease. And again, it's something we've seen before in this franchise and in other movies as well. But I had fun with it. It was a fun plot. You got some really thrilling action sequences. You got the raft scene that's been highly talked about, because apparently that's a scene in the original Jurassic Park book that they just couldn't do for the movie. They finally did that here. I really enjoyed the action that we get with the D-Rex, the Distortus Rex, whatever. I will get to how that's utilized later on in this video, but I did enjoy the action we got with it when it is on screen. Really fun action here. The visual effects are very beautiful to look at. Like I've said already, we have not had an ugly Jurassic Park World movie, and yeah, I had no doubt that this movie was not going to start that trend. Really enjoyed watching the visual effects here. The setting is good. This is a setting we haven't seen before. Yes, we've seen the island, we've seen the jungle setting, but this is an island that we haven't been to yet in this franchise. And having it where this is the test facility for InGen when they were testing out different mutant type dinosaurs. I enjoyed that whole setting. The score is utilized very well here. There is a scene in this movie that utilizes the original theme, and almost every movie in this franchise has had a scene where the music swells and the original theme plays. Now, some movies feel a little like it's forced, like Dominion, where every time something from the original movie is referenced or recreated, they start to play the theme. But then there are some movies, like the original and like their arrival in Jurassic Park 3, where it feels earned because you feel the need for that majestic score. And this movie, honestly, has my favorite use of that moment since the first movie. Nothing's gonna beat the first movie in terms of use of that song, but I really enjoy what they did, how they did it here. It's probably my favorite use outside of the first one. Also, there's some really good emotional character moments, specifically between our three leads, especially between Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. Before we get to the first big action set of the movie, there's just a scene where they're just sitting there talking, and you buy the emotions that these characters have. So yeah, really enjoyed that. That's about all for the good. On to the bad. And there's a couple things I'm not a fan of here. First of all, I don't care for Rupert Friend's character. He was okay at first, but then as the movie goes on and on, I'm like, okay, he's just going to be the stereotypical human villain that all these movies tend to have. Didn't really care for him. Also, and this point kind of has three faces to it. First of all, you got the D-Rex. And I did enjoy the action sequences we got with it, but it's how it's utilized for the most part. You get the opening of the movie, and without spoiling anything, the opening to this movie is stupid. We're following a Snickers bar wrapper like it's the Penny from Final Destination Bloodlines. And that's how everything goes to crap at the beginning, and everything has to get shut down. And then we get to the third act, where the D-Rex is not mentioned at all between the opening and the third act, and it finally shows back up. And had it been a looming threat throughout the movie, like the T-Rex was in the first movie, like the Spinosaurus was in Jurassic Park 3, or even like the Indominus Rex was in Jurassic World, it would have been more impactful seeing it show up in the third act and start to tear through some stuff. But this dinosaur is not mentioned at all between the opening and the third act. And when it finally shows back up, it just kind of feels like Gareth Edwards going, oh yeah, I had a Rancor dino in this movie. Might as well throw it in here for some stakes in the third act. Yeah, it just didn't work for me. So, that's about all for the bad. On some final thoughts. I am shocked that I actually really loved this movie. I did not expect to love it as much as I did, but I did. Jurassic World Rebirth is honestly one of my favorite entries into this franchise. I don't get the hate for it, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it, if you've seen it. If you have seen it, as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.